Good morning, everybody. Okay, so we left off on the creepy cloth bag, and I was adding some more material to make that really covered, and it really did good, so that you don't see so much of that red and gold background through it. So what I was telling you the last time is that I was going to put some gold over the top of it. And the more I looked at this yellow I had over here, I decided that I would put some of that yellow on there until I get the gold. And I'm liking that. I'm really liking how that came out. So I'm going to go ahead and do yellow on the other side as well. And I'm going to put the gold over the top of the yellow this weekend. So I'm going to go get that gold and put it over the top of the yellow. I tried this, but this has too much of a brown undertone in it. It's metallic-y, but it has a brown undertone, so I didn't like that. Okay, so what I did, I'm going to demonstrate this back side for you, is I put some of this off-white and mix some of this off-white and some of this yellow together. Just to kind of tone or soften the yellow down just a little bit. Let's stir that together. And it gives us a little bit of a pale yellow to it. Not dramatic, but I just didn't want it to be super flashy. I just wanted to make the gold stand out when I get the gold on there. So okay, so I just take my finger and don't load it up a lot, but just go over the top of it with your finger. And that just highlights that creepy cloth. It highlights the texture of it so that you can really see the design and the pattern that the creepy cloth makes. I'm really liking how this come out. I guess with Halloween coming up, since it's mid-September, as I'm doing this, for those that go back and watch the replay later, much later on, this is mid-September, so this creepy cloth bag is good in time for Halloween. If you wanted to carry it for Halloween, to some of the little parties they have, even if you're not dressed up as some type of a character, but definitely if you want to accentuate a costume or something, this would be great. I think this bag will definitely be a conversation piece. put this in as light or as heavy as you want to. So I can't wait to go back over the top of it with some gold and see if it really makes that yellow stand out. Can't wait to make another one of these bags. I think I'm going to leave it in its natural state. That beige tone, you know. Okay, so far, that's the finishing touch for that. So now for me, I'm not so sure if I'm feeling that red, but I kinda am. I really don't think it's clashy. I think it's like adding a little bit of an unexpected. I don't think you really expect that to be red and gold in there. Even though you can see a little bit from the sides. When it's closed, but I think I'm just gonna leave that contrasting like that because it's kind of unexpected. At first I was thinking maybe now I'll paint this black in here so that it won't be so kind of loud or off, but I kind of like the unexpectedness. So there's my finished creepy cloth bag. And so if I put the gold on, I would probably just do that off camera because I'm just going to do the same thing that I did with the yellow paint. And just put some on my fingers and just go across it. And try and give it a little shimmer with the gold. So that's it on the creepy cloth bag. For the most part. Okay, so I picked up, I'm going to let this dry over here to the side, and I picked up a few more new bags yesterday. So now, what I have in mind, I think it was this one that I had out the other day. Okay, so this material is coming from a toboggan or a beanie, some of you guys call it. This is coming from, and I got that at the Dollar Tree. And so I cut it down the little rib there. If you can see that rib, I cut that so that it will lay open some. And so what I have in mind is to just put it across here. This is really soft and fuzzy, and I like the blue color, so I'm definitely liking this. And so that part will get cut off. And then I will come back over the top of it with this other one. easier to just turn it inside out and go right up that seam right there and just cut that seam open is what I did. So basically when I'm selecting materials, I'm selecting things that when I'm cutting them, they don't just start to fall apart. The raw edge doesn't just start to fall apart, but it holds itself together. It's just easier to work with that way. Okay, so then I would just come back over the top of it like that and sandwich it in between there. And then that will be the bag. Oh, it's so soft. I love that. Okay, so let me get my look, I'm gonna show you this too. Let me get my glue gun heated up here. But when I have excess color left over, I just put it back in the bottle. Just scoop it up with my finger and put it back in the bottle. Cause y'all know me, waste not, want not. There's no way I'm gonna sit and let that much color just dry up and not be used. That's what makes this program a sustainable project the majority of the time as well, because just taking stuff that is unwanted or unused and reusing it, upcycling it. So okay, so let me get my glue gun heated up here, and we'll get started with this new project. Okay, so I'm gonna get this laid out flat down here. So I'm just cutting this bottom part off, especially where it rounds out. And I have turned that inside where the ribbing is. I put that on the inside of the bag so that won't show on the outside. So I'm just getting this to where it's just a flat, square piece of fabric here. And I will trim some more after the fact. Let me go ahead and do the same thing here. Put it in here because I want to make sure that I don't overcut. Get this laid out as flat as possible. This just goes to show, guys, that you can use anything. getting this lined up here at the top. I always like to leave my zipper exposed up there a little bit. Yes, that would be perfect. Okay, let's see. I think my glue gun is ready. Let me get some glasses on here. It is early, so my eyes aren't wanting to operate right just yet. Okay. I think I'm ready. It seems hot enough. Okay. Alright, glue gun, come on. There we go. Man. Alright, y'all. Hold on. It's backing up on me. Okay. I think I heard it open up. Yeah. Goodness. Okay, let's get that in there quickly before it dries on me. Okay, that's good. Just fold that back and just work your way down. And if you wanted to, you could do fabric glue from this point on. I would definitely hot glue that top part, but if you wanted to, you could do fabric glue from the rest of the way down. This glue gun is crazy. I have a glob of glue right there, so it's really working against me this morning. Let me see what I can do here to back it on out and get that clump out of there. It happens, y'all, so there's another clump right there, but I'm not getting to it good, so there we go. These little scissors come in handy for a lot of stuff. It's kind of awkward. I can't see up in there too good, but I think that'll be enough to, yeah. Now it's pouring out of there. Ah, awesome. Much better, much better. Spray that out. Yes, 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 yes. cut it like a half inch. Yeah, maybe about a half inch to maybe an inch right there. That right there. About an inch on each side. And glue it out there. Oh, let me flip it over. See, I had it with that side exposed. Even though I'm going to be cutting that off, I still want to make sure that it's right side to right side. So let's do it this way. Okay, let's get some glue on there. I'm going to let that spill off of the edge there. Just to make sure it gets good and sealed out to the edge. Let me get down over the top of this one. Okay. I keep wanting to pick up that bottle of glue. together that far. So let me do some trimming up. I'm at 33 minutes, so let me do some trimming up here and I'll be back. Okay, so I cut off some of that fabric all the way around, but the important thing is to make sure your cutting is clean, as clean and straight as possible, because you're gonna have a raw edge here, and so you want to get that really nice and straight and clean as you can. So I got that pretty close, probably a little more than a half inch at this point. Well, down here, less, up here a little more than a half inch. So I'm gonna cut that a little bit more. And that just kind of happened that way down there. I want it more. I want it at least a half inch. So you have to really pay attention to what's going on. Okay, so because I'm just going to kind of wrap those edges, wrap that raw edge around there to give that a finishing look. Okay, so let's cut this one down a little. And now this end, I got to allow some extra down here to compensate for that shortness, because it's really right there. So this is where these little ribs aren't really working for me so well. So I'm going to see if I can cut that, because I really don't want that showing. Yeah, much better. So cut that little, see the little ribs? It's giving me some notches. So I just cut that one out. Okay, I'm going to cut the camera and come back. I'm approaching 40 minutes. I really don't want this video to be super long. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so this is how I'm gonna do this. I'm going to fold this into that. I'm just gonna kind of fold it into there to seal in those raw edges and give it a finishing look. So let's put some glue here. I'm gonna put the glue along this seam and fold that over into there as much as possible. Goodness. So just take small sections to work with, guys. And there you go. Just fold it over into there. I don't want to burn myself, so I'm going to use these scissors to push it into that glue. Okay, see that? So put a good little amount in there. Okay. Goodness, there's a net. I feel like I need to cut a little bit out right there and make it just a little bit shorter. Okay. Okay, get it folded in there. You may have to hold it there a minute before it get caught up in there. Okay, so you get the drift. You get the picture. And that's doing really good. It's coming together good there. So, not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So, okay, I'll finish this up off camera, guys. And, because you pretty much have the end result here. And that's it. That's the end result. Now, I may put some embellishments on here. I don't know what, but I'll figure out something to add to it so it's not just a plain Jane little bag here. Okay, guys, I will see you next time. Bye.